What's going on, guys? It's the Mun from Movie Clicks. Today I have some news about Iron Man. There is podcast interview where he tells us he coming or not back to MCU after his great sacrifice in Endgame. So let's take a look. So we all know that Tony Stark made the ultimate sacrifice, delivering the ultimate one-liner statement of Iron Man. Many fans have been wondering if Tony Stark is really done is playing the role. There's been a lot of rumors and speculation recently that Robert Downey could return to the MCU. Many fans are wondering if this is something that could bring Iron Man back to MCU. Well, Robert Downey was recently on a podcast where he was asked about this, and he has finally addressed whether or not he is done with Iron Man. This podcast is hosted by three famous actors, Jason Bateman, Sean Hayes, and Will Arnett, and while they had Robert Downey on their podcast, they asked him how family life was going after Avengers Endgame, and talked to him about his obligations to the MCU as Iron Man right now, in where he replied with a simple "that's all done." So as of right now, Robert Downey has no contractual obligations to Marvel Studios, meaning that he is not going to be appearing in any MCU film anytime soon, that is, unless it's something that has already been filmed, such as Black Widow. We have heard some rumors about Black Widow that says Robert Downey is going to be appearing in this film, making a cameo in some way, shape or form. The leak says that after the events of Civil War, Tony will go and try to bring Natasha back in kindly when she refuses to go back, and Tony Stark actually helps her. This of course is not confirmed, but is a big leak that is said to happen. But the most important part about what he said, "that's all done," it means he's referring to his commitments to filming Marvel movies right now. That doesn't necessarily mean that he won't ever come back, maybe years down the line. In fact, most people do think that he is going to come back for Avengers Secret Wars, especially since Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness is going to introduce the multiverse to our Marvel Cinematic Universe. Basically, alternate realities and different universes intercrossing with one another is about to happen in the MCU, and what this does is open up a way for Robert Downey to return as Tony Stark as Iron Man without actually offsetting his death and sacrifice from Avengers Endgame, because that's the problem with bringing Robert Downey back as Iron Man. His sacrifice was the greatest sacrifice of the MCU, and if you bring him back, you take away that sacrifice, you take away its meaning. But not if you'd bring him back to play an alternate version of Tony Stark, a Tony Stark from a different world. In Avengers Secret Wars, the multiverse kind of explodes and all of the different universes collide into one. So doing this, you see multiple versions of the same character meet each other. You see many different Thors from different universes, you see many different Captain Americas, and you see many different Iron Mans. So this would be the opportunity for Robert Downey to return if he ever so wanted to, and this also means that Chris Evans could return to make a cameo, as well as an alternate version of himself from a different universe, and yes, even Black Widow herself could show up. But right now, with the exception of Black Widow, we don't expect him to appear in any MCU movies anytime soon. Because like he said, as for now, that's all done. It's said, but it is time. He sacrificed himself in Avengers Endgame and now he's moving on. He will always be missed, but we have a lot more to look forward to with the next few phases of the MCU, and of course he could possibly return at any point in MCU. So that's all, guys, for now, and let me know your thoughts about Iron Man returning in MCU comments. Check out one of our newest videos right here. And we are giving Iron Man Funko Pop to top supporters of our channel. You all have to just subscribe our channel and comment on our video at the end. To this week we will filter out the best supporters. Last week result will be announced tomorrow. Stay tuned with us so you will never miss single one. I'm the Mun from Movie Clicks.